Keep away!
Johnny, what's going on with China? It's poking its nose into everything these days. Yeah, well, I have been, Johnny. They have been getting out in the news a bit lately, but I have a theory about China, one that I've developed on my own. What's that? That the world would be better off if China didn't exist in the first place. Jeez, can you say that, Johnny? Yeah, there, I've said it on international TV. That the world would be better off if China didn't exist in the first place, for Christ's sake. Isn't that racist, Johnny? Is that racist? Racist, Johnny? Yeah, some might say it's racist, you know. But it's not as racist as threatening to blow them up with nuclear fucking weapons. That's pretty racist. Well, I suppose blowing the shit out of them, that could be classed as racist too, I suppose. Well, what sort of things have they bloody been doing? Well, first, a big one, Johnny. About 3 years ago, or more or less, there seemed to be a certain virus that seemed to sort of escape from China, if you like, and caused all sorts of bloody havoc around the world.
But to the argument that they were messing around with this virus, with gain-of-function research, and essentially hot-rodding the spike protein so that it binds more effectively to the ACE2 receptor, and that subsequently that virus, that new modified virus, leaked from the lab, that's a very real possibility.
Yeah, well, it obviously come from over there. There is still some conjecture about whether it developed in a lab and got out, or it was in this fucking stinking wet market where they sell pigs and fucking bats and stuff, whether it escaped from there.
Now, I'm going to start off with a quote from this review from the United States Senate. The emergence of SARS coronavirus 2 that resulted in the COVID-19 pandemic was most likely the result of a research-related incident. Most likely. And I've looked at the evidence quite a lot today, and I must say the evidence is pretty strong.
What else are they doing? And then, of course, Johnny, there's TikTok. TikTok? Yeah, TikTok. I mean, this bloody platform, or whatever you want to call it.
What is this?
O ensaio já tá começando, já tava até terminando.
Não, qual foi o momento?
Ei, que hora eu tô atrapalhando?
A porra desse pai.
No momento que tu voltou e botou as meninas do teu lado. Quando saiu da
Meu lado?
ela que foi correndo.
Ó, ela insiste. Espera.
Oh, have a look at that. So what's going on there? What possible reason would a company in a communist-based country like China, what possible reason would they have for starting up something like TikTok? Well, I don't know, for fun?
It's from TikTok's privacy policy.
All right.
It said, we collect certain information about the device you use to access the platform, such as your IP address, user region. This is really crazy. User agent, mobile carrier, time zone settings, identifiers for advertising purpose, model of your device, the device system, network type, device IDs, your screen resolution and operating system, app and file names and types. So all your apps and all your file names, all the things you have filed away on your phone, they have access to that. So they're monitoring your keystrokes, which means they know every thing you type.
Wow.
Will be able to use your profile information to identify your activity across devices. We may also associate you with information collected from devices other than those you use to log into the platform, meaning they can use other computers that you're not even using to log into TikTok. They can suck the data off that. That's what you're agreeing to when you download and start using TikTok.
And there are increasing calls, Johnny, to have TikTok banned around the world.
What are you worried the Chinese company behind TikTok is doing?
Well, so I think if you look at TikTok, it does look like just dance reels and happy, fun jokes and memes and things like that.
But actually, what you are giving TikTok is your locations. You're giving them your network, so who you're friends with, who you're not. You might be sharing with them information or interests you have that you might not want to be public. And the reality is that data is all going back to ByteDance, which is the company that owns TikTok. Now, this is a Chinese state-owned firm. All Chinese companies have to sign up to Article 7 of the National Intelligence Law, which I know I sound like I'm getting geeky, but essentially that law requires all Chinese companies, if asked by the Chinese government, to hand over any and all data that they are asked to hand over.
What is it?
Sorry, so just...
And then just recently, Johnny, there's the bloody balloon debacle. Yeah, the balloon. Yeah.
A Fox News alert now, a U.S. official telling Fox that the Gang of Eight has been briefed on that Chinese surveillance balloon hovering near critical U.S. military sites.
Former FBI Special Agent Jonathan Gilliam joins us now with the latest. Good morning to you. So far we know the balloon has been floating in the area above Malmstrom Air Force Base in Montana, higher than commercial air traffic, and it's the size of 3 buses and includes a technology bay. You know,
it doesn't seem a very high-tech way of bloody spying, though.
Why couldn't they have caught this? Because this is a national security blunder.
Oh, they blew the shit out of it. And then you got the big one, Johnny, the big one. There's some bloke out there, some colonel or whatever, he reckons that the US could be at war with China by 2025. Holy shit! But Johnny, what are we doing about it? What can be done?
A 4-star Air Force general is now predicting war with China. He writes in a memo that Beijing will likely invade Taiwan while the U.S. is distracted by the upcoming presidential election. He says, quote, "I hope I'm wrong. My gut tells me we'll fight in 2025.
And Russia would probably help him. Now, if that doesn't make shivers run up your bloody spine, Johnny, I don't know what does. I mean, this has been threatened for quite a few years, because every now and then China, they want to take over those stinking little islands out there. They reckon they're theirs or whatever. Well, perhaps the world would be better off if we didn't have a China in the first place, now you mention it. Yeah, so Johnny, the Ask Johnny channel, we're the only ones with the guts to come out and publicly say that the world would be better off without China in the first place.